friends? So in today's video we are going to discuss, should you keep your rig stock or not? Really, I've been thinking about this. So we took a trip out to Mono Lake. We were camping in the mountains around it. It was really awesome. We had a really great time. We took the 4Runner out because it's a lot more comfortable rig than the Jeep is. Jeep's more capable, 4Runner is more comfortable. Really, we were going after comfort on this trip, just to be lazy and relax. Well, we came upon a trail that was pretty tough for a stock 4Runner, and we worked our way down it, had no problems, didn't damage anything, of course, but it definitely took our time, and it got my heart going a little bit, because it was, I mean, you know, the 4Runner is a new rig to us, and definitely don't want to damage it or anything. But going through that trail and being there that weekend, I noticed something. There are an awful lot of rigs that are built way over the top for the kind of stuff that we do. Now in the Jeep, we go hog wild, right? We go rock crawling, we hit the hardest trails we can. When we're in the Jeep, our camping style or our exploration style is totally different. Or we're going on pure rock crawling trails to see what we can conquer. In the 4Runner though, the purpose of that rig is to explore and camp. And I've come to the conclusion that you don't need that much to go explore and camp. I think industry has us a little, has us in their hands a little bit. Their gear is shiny, it's new, it's cool, and yeah, it works really well. Like, you know, you can go get a $5,000 or $10,000 rooftop tent, and I'm sure they're really, really nice, but it's not something you really need. You can go get $10,000, $20,000 suspension on these 4Runners and zip across the desert like crazy. Probably do 60, 70 miles an hour and not feel a thing. That'd be really awesome to have. It'd be a lot of fun, I am sure. But with all that comes some downside. You see, I've noticed lately that people go and they build rigs right from the get-go. They don't take the time to understand their rig, learn its faults, learn its capabilities, really become used to the rig or their camping setup. Immediately they go to the most expensive thing they can afford, as that's going to fix their problems. And there's two issues with that. The first issue with that is you're not going to understand the capability of your rig unless you drive it stock. Now, you can theorize what a stock 4Runner or a stock Jeep can do, but until you get it out there and you really test its limits, one, you don't know your limits driving it, and it's 80% driver, 20% vehicle, but two, you just don't know what areas to improve upon on the vehicle. Maybe stock, it's fine, but the weight carrying capability is lower. So you need to change the springs out just to carry the weight a little bit better. You can't increase your weight, you can't increase the weight you carry, but maybe it carries the weight you have a little bit better, makes the ride more comfortable. Or maybe you get to a trail and you want to hit harder trails and you realize, you know, the stock suspension, stock tire size is really not up to snuff where I want to do. Let's lift it a little bit. Let's get a little bit bigger tire on there, make the rig a little bit more capable. Same thing with the camping setup. You can go completely extreme and lightweight, or you can go super comfort. They both have downsides. Lightweight, not going to be comfortable. Really comfortable, going to be heavy in weight. It just depends on what route you want to go. The point is though, get out there. You do not have to sit here and think that you have to pour $10,000 to $15,000 into your rig before you can go explore and have fun. I think that's all too often the notion these days. Truly it is. You have to have off-road tires. You have to have a lift kit. You have to have lockers. I mean, Helen and we've gone everywhere in my Jeep, and my Jeep is very well built, even though it looks stock. It's very well built. But the 4Runner, I mean, we did Mazurka Canyon in it. We just did this trip, and you see some of the footage in it. I mean, that's a stock SR5 4Runner. Nothing special about it. Very capable vehicle, but even has Michelin tires on it still. So that rig does very well. And I implore you, take your rig out. Don't damage it. Try not to destroy it. Obviously, none of us want to have to deal with that. But be careful when you go off-road. Really learn its capabilities. Learn what it can do. Learn where your limits are. And the thing about learning where your limits are with a rig, your skill improves vastly when a rig is stock. And then when you upgrade it, you are that much more skilled, and you meet the level of capability of your vehicle, is what I'm trying to say. A lot of people take these rigs, they build them up, and they simply can't drive because they don't know what a vehicle can do stock. I mean, there's suspension moving around, and does a vehicle slide when it turns over and slides over this rock, or does it crawl over it? And how wide is the vehicle? How long is it? How sharp can it turn? Where are the hang-up points, right? Like when you crest over something, your breakover angle, what does that actually feel like on a stock rig versus a lifted rig? All those things, you subconsciously get used to what a rig can do, and your skill level just, it shoots through the roof. But when you're lifted and you have really big tires, 37s, 40s on there, the small trails that should challenge the average person don't challenge you at all. So then you're going to extreme trails. When you get to the extreme trails, it's very difficult to learn on, very difficult. You're just not up to that level. So these are my kind of quick thoughts. I think I'm gonna do these kind of videos more, just things I see when we're out and about, things I think that need to be addressed, and hopefully this helps you if you're new to overlanding, exploring, even off-roading or rock crawling. That mentality will help you a lot. Just get out there, enjoy your vehicle, drive it first, go explore, have fun, and worry about upgrading as you go. Anyway guys, thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. We'll see you in the next video.